Your dog was trained. They listened. Then one day they stopped. No response. No focus. No obedience. Here's the truth: training didn't fail. Something else did. You call their name. They look at you and walk away. And you start wondering, did I do something wrong? Is my dog being stubborn? You're not alone in feeling this way. It's a common frustration for even the most dedicated dog owners. You've put in the hours, you've seen the results, and now it feels like all that progress has vanished overnight. It's confusing, it's disheartening, and it makes you question the bond you have with your dog. But here's a crucial piece of the puzzle: dogs don't suddenly forget training. If a well-trained dog stops listening, it's usually a signal, not an act of disobedience. Their behavior isn't a deliberate choice to defy you. Instead, it's a symptom of an underlying cause. Understanding this shift in perspective is the first step toward solving the problem and rebuilding that reliable connection you once had. Let's dive into the first reason: training was context-based. Most dogs are trained in calm, predictable environments. Maybe it's your living room, the same quiet park, at the same time each day, with the same high-value treats. This is great for initial learning. But dogs don't generalize information the way humans do. A command they've mastered at home might feel completely new and unfamiliar when they ray in a busy street or a new park filled with exciting smells and sounds. To your dog, sit at home and sit outside are two different commands. They haven't connected the dots to understand that the word means the same thing everywhere. So when they don't respond, they aren't ignoring you. They are genuinely confused about what you're asking in this new, distracting setting. The command hasn't been proved for the real world yet. The second reason is that the reward stopped working. Think about it from your dog's perspective. When training began, listening to a command like come probably resulted in a delicious treat, enthusiastic praise, or a fun game of tug. Listening was highly profitable, but over time, perhaps the rewards became less frequent or disappeared altogether. Dogs are smart opportunists. They repeat what works and gets them something good. They stop doing what doesn't if the incentive for listening is gone. Their motivation to perform the command will naturally fade. Training without motivation slowly stops working. It's not that your dog is being greedy, it's just that the cost-benefit analysis in their mind no longer favors listening. The what's in it for me question isn't being answered. Reason number 3 is stress or mental overload. A stressed brain can't learn or listen effectively. Think about how hard it is for you to focus on a task when you're feeling overwhelmed. It's the same for your dog. Stress hormones like cortisol shut down the thinking part of their brain and activate their fight-or-flight instincts. What causes this stress? It could be anything: loud noises from construction, the presence of another dog, a new person in the home, or even a change in their daily routine. Even positive excitement, like arriving at the dog park, can be so overwhelming that their brain is too flooded to process a command. This happens everywhere in busy city apartments, quiet suburban homes, and even rural villages, when your dog is stressed or overstimulated. Obedience isn't their priority. Survival and managing their environment is. Next, let's consider reason number 4. Age changes everything. A dog's brain and behavior evolve throughout their life. The puppy that was eager to please enters an adolescent phase, often between 6 to 18 months. This is the doggy equivalent of the teenagers. They might test boundaries, seem more independent, and challenge rules they once followed perfectly. Their brain is literally rewiring. Then, as they mature into adulthood, their priorities might shift. A game of fetch might be less appealing than sniffing an interesting spot. Finally, as dogs enter their senior years, they can experience cognitive decline, similar to humans. Their hearing or vision might fade, or they might just process information more slowly. It's the same dog, but they're in a different brain stage. Their failure to listen might not be defiance, but a natural part of their development or aging process. And the fifth reason, which can be a tough one to accept, is that you might have unknowingly reinforced the act of ignoring. Here's how it happens. You call your dog's name. They don't respond. You call it again and again and again. What has your dog learned? They've learned that their name is just background noise and that there's no consequence for ignoring it. Or maybe you ask for a sit, they don't do it, and you just give up and walk away. In that moment, your dog learns that ignoring the command works. They get to continue doing what they wanted to do. Dogs are always learning, even when you're not actively teaching. Every interaction, or lack thereof, sends them a message. Silence and inaction can be powerful teachers, accidentally reinforcing the exact behavior you want to stop. So, how do you fix this? It's not about starting training from scratch, but about refining your approach. First, rebuild focus before giving commands. Don't just shout sit into the void. Get their attention first by saying their name and waiting for them to look at you. Reward that. Eye contact, next, bring back the motivation. Start rewarding them for listening again, especially in challenging situations. Use high-value treats to make it worth their while. Keep training sessions short, fun, and positive to avoid burnout for both of you. And finally, change environment slowly. Practice commands in your quiet backyard before trying them at the bustling farmer's market. Gradually increase the level of distraction so your dog can succeed. Remember, your dog isn't stubborn and your training didn't fail. They are simply responding to their world, their internal state, and their past experiences. They aren't broken or trying to frustrate you. They're communicating in the only way they know how. Understanding that simple truth changes everything. It shifts your perspective from frustration to compassion and turns a problem into an opportunity to strengthen your bond. If you want to learn more about your dog's behavior and build an even better relationship, subscribe to our channel. We're here to help you understand your dog better. Thanks for watching.